there's so much going on with feminism. It's hard to cover it all. It's actually legitimately impossible to cover it all. Right? There's so much feminist hate in organisation going on, and there's been so many topics I want to do a video on. So I'm going to do a video on Wikipedia soon because and feminists taking over search engines as well. So there's some very seedy, sinister things going on with feminism and AI too. So the feminist war on gaming is ramping up, and it's been going on ever since Gamergate was a thing. Well, it's been going on longer than that, but it's when people start to notice. And Gamergate is a complete failure, right? Because it was too right wing. And when I say it's too right wing, it's not like the ideas were too right wing per se. That was a problem, but that wasn't the main problem. The main problem is that right wingers can't organise. They got false consciousness. They're political imbeciles. They're punching bags for feminists, and they lose every single time, right? They give into false framing, and they frame things incorrectly themselves, so they lose over and over again. Okay, and Gamergate was, oh, we prove we're not misogynists by raising money for women and concern trolling and policing people. So they'll say the most outrageous right wing nonsense, right? Say racist things against men, right? They'll throw third world men under a bus and call them misogynists. But if you say anything too strongly against feminists, they'll go, "Oh, you're just as bad as a feminist." Then they'll block you, and that's why it failed. So, 2023, right? And this is an example of feminists trying to take over gaming. Guild launches No Room for Abuse campaign with Sky UK. That's not gender neutral. Men suffer more abuse online. Women actually engage in online stalking more than men, and women get abused by women more than they do by men online. Right? Okay. Guild launches No Room for Abuse campaign with Sky UK. A survey finds that half of female gamers have been harassed when playing. Okay. They're going to contradict themselves later, and I'll point out the contradiction. Right? UK-based esports organisation Guild Esports has launched a No Room for Abuse campaign in partnership with its official premier partner, Sky UK. Sky is actually right wing, by the way. It's owned by Rupert Murdoch. They've got right wing bias, so you can't tell me, the right wing is pro male. You know, and like these fucking right wing retards, right? They keep on using the term leftist, like they got Tourette syndrome. Leftist this, leftist that. Right? Fuck this left versus right war. Okay. So yeah, I just want feminism to be defeated. The aim is to champion inclusive gaming environment. That's a lie. Inclusive gaming means excluding men by raising awareness of gender-based verbal harassment facing women playing games online. The gender-based violence, gender-based harassment, gender-based this. It's a dog whistle for feminist hate. There is no gender-based anything against women. Right? Only men face gender discrimination. Okay. Sky has provided funding for promotional activities to support awareness campaign. It's a hate campaign against men, smearing them as misogynists. That will run online, across social media channels, including Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. In addition to the requirement of influencer talent. Okay, so they're getting minor e-celebrities to jump on the hate bandwagon against men. Guild said it in a press release that this funding is supplemental to Sky's existing contractual commitments as Guild official premier partner, official HQ partner, official Wi-Fi and broadband partner, and official network provider. The social media campaign using hashtag No Abuse Room for Abuse. So this should be a gender neutral thing, or it should be a men's rights thing, because women actually don't get abused that much, right? We'll begin today following an influencer and media launch event at the Spy Guild Centre in London. So, if they're already worried about abuse against women, they'll be raising awareness that the fact that most abuse is done by women against women. If they're really concerned about the issue, right? Okay, so women, like we've proven this. I've proven this. We've proven this. The Pro Male Collective have proven this over and over again. Women incite violence against baby boys. They cite violence against nerdy males. They cite violence against high stakes men who date younger women. Right? They say the most outrageous hate speech, and they get to keep their jobs. The editor of the Huffington Post tweeted, "Kill all men." Right, and that company, the Huffington Post, pushes men out, and it's an all-female company now. While they incite violence against women, that company should be closed down for hate speech. Okay. Influencers in attendance, including Steve Hammer, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. These are these losers. You can boycott them. Who begin releasing content across their social media channels today. So they're feminist man haters. The influencers and media events compromising an immersive experience simulating the verbal harassment that women gamers can face when playing video games online. All right, we'll get to that. I'll watch the video. The experience set in a simulation room with 360 degrees high resolution screens and sound. Utilise a first-person shooter game format that participants played while being subject to incidents of verbal harassment have been directed against women online, as recreated by voice actors. It's a lie, right? Men get harassed all the time. Like the incel smear gets used a lot against men, right? Okay. Guild and Sky surveys show there's no room for abuse. To further support the campaign, Guild and Sky have conducted a study surveying more than 4,000 gamers to provide an accurate picture of the victims of online verbal harassment women in gaming face. So, to provide an accurate picture of harassment that people get, but let's focus on the women. Just for that reason alone, the study could be discounted as trash, right? If there was any objective study, it would find that men get harassed more and women do the harassing the most, as well as the mental health effects associated. Men suffer from mental health problems more than women. The results published today show that online abuse has mental health affects men more than women, because mentally ill men get deselected for romance and relationships and get excluded, including excluded by the relatives. Women don't, right? You can be a mentally ill, depressed woman and still find a man. You can still find a good-looking, tall man with the sort of with a job, the sort of man they demand, right? Well, a man's going to be excluded socially, a woman's not. The results published today show that online abuse has a significant effect on gamers' mental and physical well-being. It's a lie. 49% of female gamers have experienced some level of abuse or harassment when playing or streaming online, raising to 75% for those aged 18 to 24. This bullshit. 35% of those surveys said they've received violent messages, and 80% said the messages are often sexual in nature. That's a lie. Okay. 26% feared being attacked in real life following threats made on gaming platforms. That's a lie. They don't fear that at all. 25% said the abuse had led to feelings of depression, and more than 10% said it gave them suicidal thoughts. That's a lie. Okay. Like again. Now, this is a real motive here. Guild Esports said in a press release of no room for abuse campaign, almost 50%, this is a real moment, that picture down there, said almost 50% of gamers are women, according to statistics. Yeah, that Candy Crush and casual gaming, but are a significant target of online abuse and underrepresented in professional play. So, okay, it's a call for more affirmative action, push men out to earn their place. This is what really pisses me the fuck off. It's not underrepresented, right? Okay, you earn your position in online guild sports, right? You earn it by being talented. Period. Right? Okay. It's fucking disgusting. So men are getting pushed out of teaching. They're getting pushed out of nursing. They don't go, oh, men are underrepresented, do they? No. It's okay when men are pushed out. Right? The Huffington Post, 100% female. Men getting pushed out is not a problem. Okay. The game development company behind Halo, right? Pushing men out, mostly female. No one cares. No one cares. Right? Fuck you. It's fucking disgusting. They're not underrepresented. Women are less interested and less talented than men in gaming. Fuck you. Guild considers it there to be an existing and growing market opportunity to provide safe spaces for women online, and believe it can capitalise on the valued audience through the launch of all-female teams. So that's the motive, right? All female teams, subsidised female gaming teams. This has been tried in the past, and it's been a complete fucking failure because they don't have the talent, drive, or commitment. Right? Okay. First of all, most male gamers are not talented enough to be in guilds. It takes a certain type of male, an outlier male who's like dedicated, obsessed, and will practice over and over again. Most like speedrunners in games are male, right? Guild currently fields all female teams in Valorant and Counter Strike Global Offensive. They're gonna be shit. They're gonna be shit. I'm sorry. They're gonna be shit. I've got nothing against women playing games and socializing, but that's what they play gaming for. So they don't earn it themselves. They don't take the risks themselves. Men earn status this way, right? And these women get subsidized for free and push men out. These men who lose their status due to being pushed out will be deselected and sexless. And this is important to men. Men do not want to be deselected. Being deselected drives men to suicide. I wish we could teach men a different mindset, not to care about this, but they do care about this. And people don't give a fuck. Jasmine Sky, CEO of Guild Sports, commented. So this is a female CEO. It's a feminist group. Improving opportunities for women in esports is a key to commitment of our partnership with Sky, giving women free status and privilege. While there's still work to be done, we are proud to be at the forefront of fostering greater female participation in the sector and creating an inclusive gaming community. So what these women do when they take over a space like they're doing with esports gaming, they're going to push men out. There was that this is not video gaming, but it was Magic the Gathering, right? They booted out a teenage boy, 15 years old, who's a talented Magic the Gathering cards player. They asked him his pronouns, and he laughed nervously, right? Okay. And I'm going to boycott the pronoun thing. I'm not going to do it. I don't care if I get legally punished or I'll get excluded. I'm not doing the pronoun thing myself. It's obvious what my biological sex is. And if someone wants to bring that up and go to a convention, this is my pronoun, please use this, that's fair enough. But I'm not going to be asked it, and I'm not going to be punished for refusing to answer it, right? So this 15-year-old boy laughed nervously. He didn't even refuse to answer it. He just laughed nervously. The person stormed off asking it, went to the management and got him excluded, booted out. And this was a real life event. This was a real life event. He was 15 years old. He had to turn up in real life. He had to make the effort to turn up, right? Okay, this was a big deal for him, and he was excluded. Okay, so this is hostility against boys, right? It's not even an adult male; it's a boy, right? It's a marginalisation and exclusion of boy. It stressed him out and caused him distress. We hope by raising awareness and of the abuse female gamers suffer through our No Boundaries Abuse campaign, alongside a collective effort of support and education, we can make real progress and create a better gaming experience for all. That's a lie. Okay, lie, 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 lie. It's just feminist dog whistles. Amber Plus, managing director for broadband and connectivity at Sky Broadband, said, "Well, online gaming is known to foster community and many positive online connections between men and even women. Men and women can form friendships of online gaming. More must be done to ensure it a fully inclusive and haven for all." That's code word for getting the low stakes men out, right? So you create a threat narrative, talk about harassment against women in gaming, even though women do harassing more and men get harassed more. Get them marginalised and exclude the men. The result of this research are shocking and should be alarming for the gaming community. It's not shocking, it's a lie. It's bullshit. It's a lie. It's like basically it's biased bullshit methodology, right? Any study that shows that if you just fixate on harassment against women, it's nonsense. Like it's like a crime surveys that just fixate against violence against white people, right? You know, not mentioning against not talking about black victims of crime. Like, if you saw that study, you know it was racist and there's something dodgy about it, right? It's completely unacceptable this type of sexist use to be so prevalent. Well, it's not prevalent, right? Most sexist abuse is directed towards men. Guild and Sky are determined to improve the experience for women in gaming. So Sky, feminist, Guild, feminist. Sky, right wing, teaming up with a feminist organisation. This is it for women in gaming. We're calling on players to become allies and stand with us to make clear there's no room for abuse in gaming. No, 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 no. Don't use a gender neutral term, you fucking dishonest weasel. It's not about abuse in gaming. It's about giving women extra privileges and goodies. Look, it's about that's all it is. Like fund female esports teams, push out male esports teams. As a woman, the abuse we receive is daily lies, basis and in our daily basis is simply unacceptable, which is why campaigns like this are important to challenging the gaming community to become part of the challenge. It's crucial that we work together in making the online gaming world safer for women. There's absolutely no room for abuse. Lies. You're fine. Like, male comic book artists and video gaming companies that make hentai games get death threats from feminists, right? No one gives a shit and you don't give a shit, right? This is an esports site. This should be by the way, wait for approval, wait for approval. You can't voice your objections. This is just feminist man hate lies. Wait for approval. And I go, oh, you mod comments, you little feminist gatekeeping coward scumbags. That's what feminists do. They're gatekeeping scumbags, right? Now, let's look at this.
Disgusting, repulsive. It's just not okay.
Sky Broadband and Guild Sports invited men to train in their new immersive gaming room.
This is what happened.
This is bullshit. So.
It's game time. 3, 2, 1. Boom, 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 boom. My finger's fatiguing.
Yeah, they're not gamers, by the way. Person who made this, so I'm just saying the social chameleon feminists are not interested in gaming. It's a space that's popular with men, right? So they invade it and attack men, drive men out and marginalise it. Feminism is a cancer. Feminism is a disease. You can't negotiate with feminists. I get banned from MRA groups for saying misogyny doesn't exist and feminism was never valid in the past. You have to have a zero tolerance stance with feminists.
What is going on up there?
Stop playing a man's game, little girl. Oh, you're hot.
Hey.
Oh, you want to give me a kiss?
Oh, yeah.
So if a gay man online said to me, "I'm hot," I wouldn't freak out. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd laugh, right? So if it really freaks women out, right? it means they hate men. They hate male sexuality. Like at the like stop being a pest. Block. Move on. But it doesn't happen that often, does it? It's like 1 in a million.
Or you.
Hey, come on, what's wrong? Why are you being a I bet you are so fat in real life. Hey.
So fat shaming against men's acceptable, like neck beard, basement dwelling fat. So that's acceptable, but you can't fat shame against women, of course.
Hey. Hey, you. Oi! Just spit or swallow. Wait,
Okay, this is bullshit.
talking to you?
I can't find out where you live.
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you?
It's not that's not a high resolution screen. That's men actors standing on a screen.
You kill yourself. Seriously, just go kill yourself.
You and
I just
all
recorded
the
your
women
voice.
today.
Basically, egging on suicide is done by feminists to men, right? So this is more projection. What accusing men of doing to women, women actually do to men online more.
Man's game.
And feminists do it a lot.
Girl.
I will.
You're hot.
Hey.
I bet you are so
Oh,
fat.
you? You lucky I
Talking
don't
to
know
you.
your address, otherwise
You would care if you died tomorrow.
Oh, I know your dress bullshit.
What the hell was that about?
So feminist groups will threaten men online, okay, and stalk them and harass them. Nothing will get done. If you're rude to a woman online in the UK, you can go to jail. Okay. Like women can tweet "kill all men" online and not get arrested. If you do something about a woman in the UK, you'll go to jail. Period. The training room isn't real, but all language you just heard was. That's a lie. Bullshit. Like if it was really going on, they'll actually find examples. They'll screen cap it, right? They'll screen cap it, and they'll film a woman going online playing games, and they'll record examples of it. That's what they'll do. So you can tell they're lying. It was easy to find. Now I remember when Anita Sarkeesian was claiming she got 1,000 death and rape threats on Twitter, right? I looked into it, and it was 8,000 tweets directed towards her. The example she was talking about, like 1,000 were removed and banned, and the rest were not death and rape threats. There were no. The worst. There was 1 or 2 comments saying, "I hope you get raped," which is not a rape threat, right? So there was no 10,000 death and rape threats at all. So they just lie about this stuff. They just lie, right? Can I emphasize this enough that they're just lying? You see, people give into their false framing a lot, even when they disagree with them. Yeah, before it was 50%, now it's 3 out of 4. Okay. Every day, 3 out. What? No. Come on, let's be real. They probably get re-victimized multiple times a day, so it's 1,100 trillion%. Basically, they get gang raped online multiple times every day on the internet.
I've heard
acting shit as well.
much worse than that.
No, you haven't.
This is every day for me.
No, you're not even a gamer, so stop lying.
I want gaming to be a safe space for us.
Change needs
Yeah, I think it's a safer space for women than it is for men, because if a man harasses a woman online in gaming, he'll get banned right away. And it's safe space. Let's talk about safe space. Men can get their Twitch careers ruined and driven to suicide, right, just by false accusation. They can get Me Too'd, banned off Twitch, and then kill themselves like Reckful did.
happen now.
Change needs to happen now.
Change needs to happen now.
Yeah, we need to ban feminism before it bans you.
Stand with women in gaming.
Nope, fuck you.
Because there is no room for abuse.
Yeah, most of it's done by women to women anyway. So let's do the comments. No, promoting the feminist is a gender KKK hashtag. So everyone gets abused in online gaming, LOL, especially men. So he points out it happens to men more. If your only issue is some nasty words online, you're living an extremely privileged existence. There's no level of acceptance for these people find acceptable. Yes, but the thing is, it's not happening. That's the problem. It's not about gender. It's gaming, and everyone will get shit on. It could be the best player and still get people who find something against you. So they're giving into the feminist framing. It's like, oh no, this happens to everyone. Gaming is toxic. Just deal with it. Trash talking in gaming online lobbies isn't directed at you because you're gender. It's directed at you because you're performance. That's false framing. Are the people who created the patented Sky Women Abuse Box Simulator aware that AIM Labs, the game they're showing, isn't a multiplayer game? Yes, because they're not gamers, that's why. Are they telling us that women suffer from auditory and visual hallucinations when they play single-player games? Please respond. Because they're lying. So, it's because they're actors. Sky's trying to make cash off a topic will work well on YouTube. That's it. No, that's not it at all. That's nonsense. This topic will work. Will backfire. I'm just correcting. Backfire and harm them. Sky has been hijacked by feminist man haters. Feminists will tank companies they work in to promote feminist hate. They can't help themselves. Hashtag feminism is. I'm sorry. I'm showing you is the gender KKK. Yes. So sorry. Let's go. It comes with the territory because because of how competitive it gets. Female pro gamers exist, so nothing to say women can't play these competitive games online. But it's too much for you ladies, especially no one's forcing you to play. Well, it's not too much for them. It doesn't happen. You see, this is a false framing. It's like the toughen up framing. Okay, so the comments are usually not open on these feminist videos. They're open because they're trying to farm for misogyny baits. They can take screen caps. Okay, they're gonna. I was there in Medal of Honor 2 lobbies. These guys were clearly not. If it is that bad, try being a man in gaming. And no, change does not need to happen. Just create your own lobbies and let people do what they want to do. No one's forcing you to play with anyone. Or change is going to happen. This is going to lead to a crackdown on male gamers. And it's going to lead to male gamers who spend loads of money on games online. And like let's say they spend like £200 on a gaming service. They buy all the cosmetics. They buy all the stuff. They're going to get banned. They're going to be accused of misogyny by a feminist online on a game. And the game company's going to ban them. Right? That's what's going to happen. So, I'm trying to find this. Okay. I stand by women in gaming. This is a very important subject. Can you define a woman for me? They're doing the sarcastic trans nonsense, which men always fucking do all the fucking time when there's an attack on them as biological males. Full-heartedly agree, and this goes to show how much trash is in these comments. Definitely standing with women in gaming, and shout out to Sky for creating this campaign. This is a feminist paid actor. Right, this is not like the comments are not that bad actually against women at all. So everyone gets shit online, boy or girl. Harsh reality, I'm afraid. This is strongman posturing. Right. We stand by women in gaming. Nope. If you actually play games, you know the kids get it the worst. Nothing like a squeaker. But nope, I guess women are more important. Yes, women are actually more important than kids. No one gives a shit about kids. Women can drive boys to suicide, and no one gives a shit, right? This seems really funny, to be frank. It's not funny, right? This is a coping strongman pottering. This is funny. This is going to lead to marginalisation and your rights being stripped away. Trolling is not a gendered issue. Stop trying to make it a victim out of an entire group. Women engage in online. Women engage in something more than. There you go. Which is true. Fucking harass. I can't spell her. I always got all. My brain melts down. Harass. See, I'm pronouncing it wrong. Oh. Maybe get someone who played a game before to write your ad. Everyone gets trashed on. Don't like it. Comms are optional. I never trash on anyone, but I'll block anyone who tries it on me. See, but the thing is, you're offering solutions, right? You're validating their complaints. The complaint's not valid. This is the problem. They're lying. They're lying. They're not sensitive snowflakes who suffered some harassment online. They're feminists who don't play games online, and they're trying to attack males who play games online. They can't leave men in peace. Okay, that's the problem, right? Okay. It's perfectly fine for men to get insulted online, but if it's a woman, then it's a problem. Yeah, you're correct. They don't mind when men get driven to suicide by online harassment, right? They don't give a fuck. In fact, they want it to happen, right? So what's going to happen? Okay, all right. So you're going to get men who spend money on games, especially the AAA gaming platforms, right? They're going to buy a game, they're going to get accused of something, and then get banned online, right? And this company's going to fund women's esports teams, and the women esports teams who are hostile. It's going to be like Donglegate. They're going to come in and they're going to accuse men of stuff, and the men are going to get pushed out and fired. So you're going to have talented esports gamers who've dedicated their lives to this, who've got high level skill. They're getting money, they're getting status, they're getting fame from it, and they're going to get accused of something, and they're going to get pushed out. And it might even drive men to suicide, because men commit suicide when they lose their status. They panic and they freak out and they commit suicide. Status is important to men. Male security, you can't get security from getting status though, but men feel secure when they got status. The status treadmill is perpetual and it's forever, right? It's a never-ending game. But men are actually going to be marginalised, attacked, and excluded due to this. Feminism is the gender KKK. Over and out.